Aloha and good morning. Today's mini lecture is going to be on the idea that's going to be very profound. And that idea is becoming your own doctor, becoming your own physician. And what does that really mean? Well, what does doctor mean? That's a good one to ask yourself. Okay, what does doctor mean? It means teacher. So, you're not going to be a doctor of anybody else, like you're not going to be a guru of anybody else, but you're going to be a doctor of yourself, which is very profound. Remember, we've relied on everybody else to tell us what to do, and, well, there's a new age revealing itself now, and it looks like we're going to have to teach ourselves what to do. And again, if you don't know what terrain modification is, this is what I call the antidote to many sicknesses, and not only physical sickness, but emotional sickness, mental sickness, just a lot of different, what we call dysfunctions, or dis-ease, not disease, dis-ease, okay? There's a problem with the ease of how the body self-organizes itself. Remember, the body is truly a magnificent, super intelligent, beyond knowing machine. And we must learn, well, a little bit about it, but you're not going to really learn about too much about it because it's unknowable. But you're going to want to learn how to avoid what it doesn't like. You're going to have to learn how to be, again, your own doctor, your own teacher. Learn about terrain modification. And what is that? That is optimizing, enhancing, and upgrading over 50 departments that really make sense only when you're looking to get healthy and wealthy and wise. So terrain modification is something that I've been working on for 35 years of research, experimentation, practice one-on-one with thousands, if over 100,000 patient visits. So, you know, learning a lot of these protocols, practices, and disciplines and terrain modification will change your life, as it's done many thousands of other people around the planet. Tens of thousands of people have actually just changed a few things. Okay, and one of the things is actually adding iodine to your body. How to use it? That's another story. Okay, how to add magnesium to your body. Why? It's because it's deficient. Iodine deficiency, magnesium deficiency, silica deficiency, boron deficiency, zinc deficiency, okay? All these deficiencies, and those are just a few. This is what makes the body become intelligent, is to be able to put the fuels that it needs to be able to actually just work, not even optimal, but just work. So most people really don't understand that commercial-made foods, conventionally grown foods, conventionally grown flesh, all of it is very toxic. And sooner or later you'll want to see some of the truth. Remember, optimize, enhance, and upgrade. Again, what would be wrong with that? So, you want to be your own doctor? Then ask your doctor if you can be your own doctor. Okay, of course you may need another doctor's opinions from the outside, but you're your best doctor that you can be. Your best teacher is you. Learn from others that you trust, and learn from others that actually practice these practices, not just talk about them. There's a lot of people out there called life coaches. I know them personally, and they're not really practicing or preaching what they do, and they don't fit the picture of health and wellness. Why? It's because they're not practicing and preaching what they do. Well, and just because there's someone telling you what to do, again, don't believe me on anything. You're your doctor, okay? You're your doctor, so what do? You're your teacher. What do? Research. What do doctors do? Scientists do? Anybody does? Research. And if we don't find it, we search some more, and we call that, again, researching. A lot of the information that we have put together, again, you can change your diet, and that's necessary, but you may want to, wait a little bit, because most likely you won't want to change your diet. Again, learn about the videos that we have on Earther Academy, and that's our private school. And there's hundreds of hours of videos to give you some ideas, disciplines, concepts, understandings that you yourself, the doctor, can have discretion and be able to see if you want to put in action some of these protocols. So the protocols are very important when you practice them. If you don't practice them, then the protocols mean nothing. And if you do practice them, I guarantee you will tell a friend. Why? Because of the change. Not only in your looks, but the way your mind feels, the way it thinks, the way it's clear, the way you sleep better. Oh, I'm happy now. Why? Of course, because you're following some of the rules that we didn't even know there were rules to follow. We know how to follow the rules in the mainstream system, but we don't know how to follow the rules when it comes to taking care of our holy land. And your holy land is your body, okay? That is controlled by the two temples of our minds. So it's very smart once you get logical and reasonable. Just put on the Vulcan hat right now, the logical hat, okay? Just like in Star Trek, just put in logic and reason without emotion. And if this is what you think you should do, then do it. And if you don't even think it's what you should do, I think you should look into it. Terrain modification, remember, goes deep. I talk a lot on YouTube about various different videos. We have hundreds of videos on YouTube also. But you're going to get a broad spectrum understanding of some of the things that you need to navigate. But there are specific, what I call cutting edge, advanced protocols, practices, and disciplines that I did myself to be able to cure my sickness, my insanity. And let me tell you, I had insanity. I had lead poisoning, arsenic poisoning, thallium, stainless steel, okay, insecticides, pesticides, herbicides, vaccines, GMOs, blood. I had all these things, blood, drinking blood, all these things in my world. My body was full of parasites, full of toxicity. It was not being fueled correctly. My glands were all lacking. Why? Because I wasn't feeding them magnesium, iodine, silica, okay, some of the, what I call the basic essentials. Again, it's self-responsibility, whether you like it or not, when you're healthy, to stay healthy. It's just what it is. And it's irresponsible for you to go to the doctor when you get sick, because you should have been responsible and changed it up before you got there. And of course you're going to have to go see the doc. You're going to have to get on the medical hamster wheel. And let me tell you, that's a fun hamster wheel. My father ran 25 hospitals around the world. And it is a business. I got a chance to see that deeply. That's my father being the administrator, controller, CPAs. They're numbers guys, okay? The hospital is a business, and don't forget that. The pharmaceutical business, okay? It's not the pharmaceutical entrepreneurship. Or so the pharmaceutical philanthropist is what I wanted to say. It's not, okay? These are medicines. No, they're not medicines. They're synthetic medicines. Synthetic. So learn the supernatural lifestyle. That's part of the terrain modification protocols. And once you do, again, you need to have your moral compass, okay, activated, so you can share what you feel that your brothers and sisters, and I'm talking not even the ones that are related to you, but your real brothers and sisters anywhere want to know. Who wants to know about health and wellness? Well, I think everybody does now. Why? Because everybody's sick and tired. So if you want to know about health and wellness, how are you going to know about it? You're going to get it on the local news? You're going to get it from your local commercial? How about you have to change your life for the better? Again, optimize, enhance, and upgrade. Okay, I'm going in to do my errands today, and just try to give you a little inspiration. Remember, engage. before you get sick. And if you don't think you're sick, again, I'm not here to go ahead and be arrogant. Take your clothes off by yourself, look in the mirror, and give yourself a physical examination and look and see if you have the sickness, body fat, okay? Aging, just not feeling good, okay? Waking up in the morning and feeling like you're way older than you are. Not being able to sleep, just life not being the miracle that it is. Just not seeing the miracle of life. So, again, in time you'll have to become self-responsible or irresponsible. So it's your choice. Okay guys, aloha, and we'll see you next time.
Important reminder: all information and ideas are for informational purposes only and are in no way intended as medical advice or as a substitute for medical counseling. Earthshift Products, Dr. Robert Cassar, all of their partners, affiliates, and subsidiaries will not be held accountable for the use or misuse of the information presented therein. This information is not intended as medical advice. The authors, publishers, and speakers of this work are not medical doctors and do not recommend the use of mineral-deficient foods, drugs, or medicines to achieve beauty and to alleviate health challenges. Because there is always some risk involved, all persons involved with the development and distribution of this information are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences of any kind resulting from the use or misuse of any suggestions or procedures described on our website or Earthshift Live radio talk show or therein.